Clearly he wants to be in it.
There we go. It says, we love you, Benny. You're super cute. What's Benny's favorite toy?
My hands. Yeah. He loves to eat my hands, not her hands or anything.
Just your hands.
Just my hands.
What does Mr. B do when home alone?
Well, we tried to record it once, but from what I saw from the video, he slept.
He mostly slept the whole time. Does Benny tolerate being home alone ever? I think he tolerates it. I think he does fine.
Yeah.
I think he would prefer us not be gone. But
Yeah.
he tolerates it. Has Benny had any medical issues so far? Because I know the breed can get a lot of them. I'm wondering around what age.
Benny
Long
has
story.
had health issues. Yes, when we first got him.
Yeah, he had his big health issues like the first 2 months of owning him.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's had anything since. So are you going to get any more dogs?
Yes, once we have a house.
Yeah, we have more room. Does he bite a lot and chew on stuff?
Benny was that way when he was a pup. When we first got him, I can't say when he was a puppy.
He was
8 months we got him. He also had a lot of like medical issues that was making him uncomfortable and in pain. So we don't know if the biting was due to that. Once those issues cleared up, his biting stopped drastically.
But
So,
by the time all those issues cleared up, he was like 1 year old already.
yeah.
So I don't know. I've read from other people that their Bernese Mountain Dog bites a lot too when they're young.
Yeah, he doesn't like bite, like he nibbles.
But they always say just like hand them a toy. Well, if they're biting, you hand them a toy real quick.
Yeah, well, to redirect the
Yeah.
biting to a toy, not, you know.
Yeah, which we still do that with him now.
Yeah.
I demand baby pics of Benny.
We do as well.
We only got him at 8 months, so we don't have many baby pictures of him. Just what we've gotten from his previous owner. Could you guys do a vlog about how you found and came to adopt Benny and what you know of his life before that?
So there's that, and someone asked why we chose a Bernese Mountain Dog. In my past, my family owned a Newfoundland, and so I've always been a big fan of big dogs. And so I knew that when I wanted to get a dog of my own, I wanted a big dog, and I really liked Bernese Mountain Dog.
Didn't you think they would kind of be similar?
Yeah, I thought they would be temperamental-wise, like more similar to a Newfoundland. And there's some similarities, but there's also quite a bit that's a lot different.
Yeah. Okay, so how we found and came to adopt Benny? Okay, so the main reason at least I started looking for Benny was because we moved from Wisconsin to Florida, and we didn't really know many people down here, and with him working a lot, I kind of just wanted a dog just to have around so I wasn't, so lonely. I started looking on Craigslist, and I saw a Bernese Mountain Dog on there for way cheaper than a normal Bernese Mountain Dog would be. Talked you into getting him, because you weren't ready to adopt one yet. You didn't think we were ready to adopt one yet.
Yeah.
But his price was very good, so.
So we drove 2 hours to a mall and met this couple. And we were in a parking lot, and Benny got out, and we were just waiting there, and he came right up to us, jumped on us. I mean, he
Hopped right into the car.
Yeah.
They gave us food, a crate, toys, pretty much everything they had for him. And then our drive home.
He's just back in the back of our car,
He
excited as
gets
ever.
very excited easily.
He's just excited as ever, and we're driving, and he's just like, just,
Oh, I thought he was sleeping.
just loving it.
And what we didn't know at the time was that Benny likes to sit in our laps and be right on us like a lap dog. So of course, he's in the back trying to climb over the crate to get into, I was in the passenger, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get into my lap to sit with us. It was a very long 2-hour drive home of fighting him to keep him in the back. It says, what do you know of his life before that? We don't know very much other than the Craigslist ad saying that the person selling him was working full-time and going to school full-time. and they didn't have enough time to care for him, and so they were trying to find him a better home. But that's all we pretty much know of them.
And it makes sense. Very needy in the sense where he needs a lot of attention,
Yeah, so
time.
I can see if this person is going to school and working full time and leaving him alone a lot. And with all his medical issues in the beginning, if he's having all those UTIs, he was waking us up like every hour to go to the bathroom. So I can see them struggling with that. Is Benny a boy? Yes. Benny, you a girl?
Get out of your mom.
Did you get him as a puppy? We got him at 8 months. Is Benny shy to other people? He doesn't know. I have Bernese and he is shy around other people.
No.
No, he's not shy at all around people.
When we would take Berner to the dog park, he runs around to all the people, sits by them, and waits for them to pet him.
Sits on their feet, leans into their legs, pretty much knocking over anybody.
To get pet. Yeah, he loves people.
What is his favorite food?
We haven't found anything that Benny won't eat.
There's nothing that he loves. Like, he loves everything.
Yeah, he eats anything else. I don't know, not food related. He loves shredding paper.
Toilet paper.
Yeah, like he just has this fascination with like shredding paper. He doesn't even eat it. He just shreds it.
So if we've learned that we can't leave the bathroom door open anymore because he will go in there and take the entire roll.
String it all, and that's the weird thing about Benny is he has this spot on the couch where he prefers to eat things. Yeah. And so he'll take the toilet paper,
he gets on the couch,
he'll drag it all the way through the apartment to his spot on the couch and shred it.
So we started putting the toilet paper like up on the counter, but then he was learning to jump on the counter and get it. So I started putting it on the back of the toilet seat, and he was climbing up on the toilet and getting it.
So we just close it.
So now we just keep the door closed. Is Benny scared of thunderstorms? No, he has no issues with thunderstorms. We get a lot of thunderstorms here in Florida.
Yep.
He does like going out on the patio to like watch the rain. He'll sit out there for a long time watching it.
He'll also creep on people if there's people walking past.
Yeah, he's a nosy guy.
Yeah, very nosy.
When is your birthday? He was born June 1st, 2018. Does Benny like cats?
To be determined in a future video.
Yeah, he's never been around a cat, so we don't know how he is, but we'll be visiting family for Thanksgiving, and they have 2 cats, so we'll see how that goes.
How long can Benny stay alone at home? So the longest under one time that he had stayed home for, I think it was like 9 hours. Obviously completely unplanned. That's as far. I don't think we really tested or tried to keep him home. If we know that we're gonna be gone for a long time, we have people that will come in like midday or a couple times, take him out, play with him, so he gets some
a little bit of exercise,
and he wouldn't do very well with that. He needs a lot of like attention time.
Well, his breed needs to be around people.
Yeah, they're very family oriented. They love anything that you do. They love to be around you.
Which is why sometimes when we're in the kitchen, he'll come up and jump on the chair because he thinks he's a person.
He'll join us at the breakfast bar.
Yeah.
He
just wants to do what we're doing.
Watch.
Or if we go to the bathroom, he'll sit right by us.
Yeah. If we have to, go in the room, if we close the door, he'll lay right outside the door until we come out.
Yeah. Or if he's perfectly fine sleeping like in the living room and I walk to the bedroom, he has to get up and walk to the bedroom with me.
Yeah.
How old is Benny? He's 1.
Will you ever get Benny another dog, sibling? Yes.
Yeah, one day when we have more space for another dog. Because this guy over here wants big dogs.
Yeah.
I don't think we can do another big dog here.
I'll take a pile
We
of
could do
Berneses.
a kitty.
Pile of Berneses, that's what we need.
If we do eat another Bernese, I want like a puppy. I want a big old fluffy baby.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see Benny like that. How often do you brush Benny? Does he shed a lot? He does shed a lot. I will say though, I think long-haired dogs probably shed more, but I feel like it's so much easier to pick up than a short-haired dog.
Yeah.
and it's not as like pokey. Like his
I don't-
hair isn't just like all over the floor, it's in chunks.
Yeah, they're just like fur balls places.
Yeah,
but
like you'll move a piece of furniture and there'll be a big old chunk of fur ball.
But when he has his blowouts, you know, twice a year, that's where he sheds so much. Those times where we brush him after that, you'll have a pile of hair the size of him sitting there because there's so much hair coming off of him.
How often do you brush him? We don't brush him as much as we should, I think.
Depends on how his coat's feeling though.
Let's get like these knots right underneath his ears. It's the only place I've noticed them.
Hi there, I have a Great Pyrenees Bernese Mountain Dog mix, and she is so loving and loves to play with animals, but is a little timid around people. She's not aggressive, but gets uncomfortable and tries to run away. She's only a year old. I guess I didn't really need to tell you that, but I was wondering if Benny is the same way. He's not timid around people. He's almost overbearing. He will throw himself onto your lap, right onto you.
Well, he'll come running at you and then he'll kind of like take his side and push it into you, and people don't realize how strong he is, and sometimes he almost knocks people over.
He doesn't realize how strong he is or how big he is. He thinks he's and we probably indulge it a bit by letting him lay on our laps, but he thinks he's a little lap dog, and then he's just a little
When he loves
baby.
hugging, so like he does jump up, but
On
not
us.
in a way of like jumping up.
He doesn't jump
He's
up
jumping
on
up to like hug.
But when we come home, he comes over to the couch and
He'll come up and give us a hug.
he'll come up and give us a hug, and he takes his paws and he presses them together and puts his face on yours.
Which
And
he's allowed to do that. What state does Benny live in?
a state of excitement, energy.
We live in Florida. Benny was born and raised here. One day we could bring him up to, because we're from Wisconsin, so it'd be fun to bring him up to Wisconsin to see some snow. I think he'd really like it. We do get a lot of questions on like how Benny does in the heat, because we live in Florida.
Yeah.
And I say he does fine. We are careful because Bernese Mountain Dogs are prone to heat stroke. So if it's like above 80, we'll only go out maybe like 20 minutes at a time. And he lets you know if he's getting too hot. He'll go and just hide in the shade, or he'll go like for the dog park, he'll run to the door like he wants to leave.
Right. Yeah.
Are they difficult to train, and do they shed really bad?
Difficult to train. He's actually a really smart dog. He picks up new things very fast.
We didn't get him as a puppy, so we didn't. Apparently our vet said we weren't around for the prime training time.
Yeah.
So he did pick up a lot of bad habits, and when we got him, I think he somewhat knew how to sit, and our vet told us that it was going to be harder to train him, which it has been, I think. Once we fixed his health issues in the beginning, though, it got a lot easier.
It was drastic.
It was too hard to train him when he constantly had to pee. So like every hour in the night he'd have to go to the bathroom, or he was having accidents in the house when he shouldn't have. So it was I would say a long 4 months of first owning him, but since all that cleared up,
he has been drastically better. Night and day difference.
and if anybody's wondering, his, I guess, short story is he had an enlarged prostate, which was causing an infection in his bladder. So he was peeing blood, and we kept thinking it was a UTI, which he had all the symptoms of a UTI.
The vet was also thinking it was a UTI.
Well, some of the tests would show up that he had a UTI. Yeah, so we'd get antibiotics, it would clear it up for a little bit, but of course it's not a real UTI.
The vet was consulting specialists to try to figure out
We got ultrasounds, we got x-rays, we got it cultured. We did a lot in those 4 months.
Yeah. And finally, he did get neutered, and
to fix that, you have to get him neutered.
Yeah, and so fortunately, that was the last attempt to figure out why. And he was extremely uncomfortable all the time.
Yeah, he would like lay somewhere and then just get up right away and move somewhere else.
He was panting, peeing blood. He needed to pee at least every hour all throughout the night. He'd be waking up.
So we thought we were getting this 8-month-old dog. He was gonna be easy.
Yeah, lazy.
Yeah, no.
Lazy breed.
It was the hardest 4 months, but since getting him neutered, he's completely different.
Completely, yeah.
There's no more blood in his urine. He's calm. He is easier to train. No accidents.
He also just acts like a normal, what you would expect a dog to act like.
He doesn't look uncomfortable all the time.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not constantly panting.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that story. How often do you need to take Benny for a walk? And how often is he left alone at home?
Multiple times a day.
The more, the better. They do need a lot of exercise, and especially because we do live in an apartment, we try to take him out more and let him run around outside off his leash. They're saying I want to get a Bernese, but not sure about it.
I guess I'd be curious because we were unsure about having a Bernese, not having a big yard for him and not having a big house. I will say that a bigger house, I don't think Benny would have anything different.
He wants to be right by us.
When we're in the house, he likes to lay on our laps, lay by us, lay around us. As long as there's enough run around space.
Yeah, as long as they're getting enough exercise, you're not leaving them home. I would say I don't want to leave him home longer than like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Benny's favorite place to go.
That's a good one.
P.S. Love you guys.
Where is Benny's favorite place to go?
The dog park.
Yeah.
Oh no, the pet store.
What don't you like about Benny? Oh man.
I like how cuddly he is, but sometimes,
You don't want to cuddle.
or it's too forceful. Like in the mornings with Benny video I made. He pushes you back down and you just cannot get up.
It is great to have a dog that will come literally cuddle in bed.
As soon as
but
you're like, okay, we're done, we need to get up.
You
and
do
he
want
just,
to go to like sleep.
yeah, I guess that'd be my main thing that I don't like is just when it's too forceful.
It's too much, yeah. I think with all that said, I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't want it any other way. There are times where I dislike it, but I wouldn't want it.
I think he's like that a lot just because he is still young.
Yeah.
Are you ever concerned about Benny's health? Always. Well, we had his big health issue, but Bernese Mountain Dogs also, their breed is prone to a lot of health issues later down the road when they're older. So I mean, we do have that to think about.
Is it easier to train than other dogs? The Bernese Mountain Dogs overall, I mean.
I've read that they're pretty easy to train.
Yeah.
They're very smart. But I mean, I think it all depends on the dog too.
It depends, yeah, it does really depend.
Are you not afraid of him running away?
No. He needs too much love and attention to run away.
The only time he's off leash is when we're home and we live in a gated community, so there's not really,
yeah, he
couldn't get far.
No, he's good. He's off leash trained. He's not going anywhere.
Where does he sleep at night? He'll come to our bed for some nighttime cuddles, but then he will sleep. Our room is carpeted, but the rest of the place is wood.
He sleeps right
outside the door. So he sleeps
the door.
outside the door on the wood.
As close to us as he can sleep without being on the carpet.
I think he just gets too hot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all of them. All right, those are all the questions you guys sent us.
Yep, hopefully this was helpful.
I feel like this kind of was like what asked to do like about Benny and then like a Bernese Mountain Dog review.
Yeah, I mean Benny is our first Bernese, so I can't say I have
we just know
a
what we've read.
Yeah, we did a lot of reading and we have Benny.
Yeah. So hopefully we answered all your guys' questions.
Feel
free to send us more.
Hopefully you guys liked the video. It's a little bit different than normal, but
yes, our Benny's not talking.
Yeah.
And there's more of us in it.
True. He's over here getting a little...
He's loving this video though. Look at him.
If you guys like our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate it, and we're excited for each video that we send out. So
we're trying our best.
Yeah.
Say
bye, buddy. Bye, guys.
Buddy, look at the camera.
It's like, no, I want to look at you.
All right, bye, guys.